We're back in the greenhouse now, and you can see the pea shoots. We've 6 portions out of this so far. So now I'm just organising all my seedlings. I've been potting up tomatoes. What I do is multi-sow in a pot like that in the propagator, and then you've got to transplant them, which I will show you now. Now, I sowed these back in end of January, about Solanum lysopersicum tomato plant. This is how you separate them out. Bosh. Now, each of those little hairs has the ability to form a root once it comes in contact with the soil. So what we do is we get them planted really nice and deep. See? And that will just put out more roots. And we'll have a much more. I think it's really important to not touch the stem too much as well. If you can, just hold them by the tops. But I prefer just to be a little bit gentle around the base. Now, I think it's really important to buy decent seed for your tomatoes, although these days a lot of supermarkets have quite a different range of varieties on the shelves these days. So if you want to save some money and you find a particular tomato that you do actually like, you can take the seeds out from that and propagate on from them. And when you consider that on average there's about 150 odd seeds in one tomato fruit, and a packet of only just sort of 10 or so good quality seeds can cost you 3 or 4 quid, it's not too bad a way of going about it. Although you can't necessarily guarantee what you're going to get, but certainly worth a go. And there is another way of propagating on from tomatoes, which I can show you once they've grown a little bit more. And then basically all we need to do is just fill these back in, like so. Top up a little bit of soil where it's been pushed down a bit. And there you go, tomato plant ready to go. I like to sow some things in the multi-cell trays. This basically means that you get a nice little clump. So in this case I'm going to do some beetroots. You can get sort of 3 or 4 seeds in there. You want to thin them down to 3 little beetroots. In fact, some seeds can actually germinate twice. So then we end up with nice little clumps that you can plant out. You get a decent little root ball. That's a great way of doing that. So we can do some radish. And then in here what we do is multi-sow like I did with the tomatoes, so that eventually I can take them out of the propagator and then split them up and put them into little multi-cells again. Open it down a little bit. Cover over with enough compost. Just keep them covered. Make sure you get them labelled. And then that will go in the greenhouse. We've got some kale sown, nasturtiums, spinach, mixed lettuce, some more lettuce. This stuff is from Sarah Raven, so winter mix, leeks, which are a lot of fun to grow, and I'll show you 4 different ways of growing them in another video to come. Then these are all of the tomatoes that I've now pricked out already. There's 70 odd here, peppers here. So the peppers and the tomatoes I get going a lot earlier than the other stuff, mainly because it's actually a fair bit more tolerant of shade. These are the cabbages that I'd sown back in January as well, and some lettuces, cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, some onions, spring onions and that down there, and some kohlrabi. And then I'll be able to plant out here. So there you go, bottoms up. If you want to ask about the varieties and stuff, then please just comment in the comments section. Otherwise, subscribe, please, share, follow, all you can. Thank you.